YouTube, Above Average Cody here, diving right back into some viewer VOD review. Today for you, we have some gameplay from High Memes. We're going to go through his gameplay here. I'm going to single out what I like, what I don't like, and we're going to see what tips we can give him to see how he can improve his gameplay in the Halo Infinite Ranked Arena. And brother, I'm sorry it took me so long to get to this one. I like that the title is Above Average Cody Please Review, but here we are. We're finally reviewing it, and we're going to see how your gameplay looks here. So we have strongholds on recharge. Friendly colors green, enemy pink. I always have to get used to that because I notice in everybody's gameplay, the colors are always different. So I have to put that into my head right off the rip here. So you play down for camo. Very hesitant on where you want to look, and you opt to kind of just throw the grenade. You choose to throw the grenade again. I don't know what that fellow is doing. Also, for the record, I believe he stated he is a gold 6 player. So these are higher gold lobbies, maybe even low platinum, potentially. So just looking at that first gunfight, getting a feel for how you like to kind of take your fights, you're very hesitant, it seems like. I do like the centering. I have to credit you on the centering. The reticle is ready for somebody to come down C steps. A lot of times you watch gold gameplay, they're looking at the floor, looking at the sky, looking at a lot of wrong things. So this looks good right off the bat here. Just very hesitant. You know, you have this guy, he's right in your reticle. You don't have to pull the reticle off to throw that grenade. So I do like that you get this win, though. Very huge. And then another one actually comes C steps. So that's fine. Kind of get a feel. You're a little hesitant, but the reticle centering and placement looks like it has some promise here. So let's see what happens off spawn. So right now, I can tell you, you're not really looking at what your teammates are doing. You're kind of just spawning up and sprinting. Just kind of getting a feel for you off spawn here. Good job backing out of that fight. Instant reload there. So that's something I'm guilty of too. So right here, first off, just to take this first spawn point, you want to see what's going on the map and take it all in. You know, you have A, enemies on B, your teammates are all fighting off to your right shoulder. You should look and see how you could potentially help them instead of just starting to sprint. And then once you do start sprinting, you see an enemy, right? You keep sprinting after you see the enemy. So you have to try to react to that, how you want to kind of go about this. And this is why, again, sprinting right off spawn generally isn't the answer unless you already have a rough idea of where you need to go by way of watching death camps and things like that. So you see him here, and you take quite a bit of time to react. My best guess is you already had an image in your head where you wanted to look up glass or check B because you know your teammates are fighting B. You can hear the gunshots. That's very important. I'm confident that you know that's going on. And what happens a lot, and you see this in lower level gameplay, and I even used to do this, is you have an imagination of what you want to do, and it's like there's nothing else you can do. You see this in strongholds a lot. Say you have an A-B hold and enemies or a teammate's pushing C. They just want to push C. They don't care what you're doing. They don't care what you're saying in the chat. They just want to push C, and that is what they're doing. Halo Infinite, you have to react quickly. You have to change your line of thinking very quickly on the fly. So right here, right when you see this enemy, you have to snap to this enemy and fight him. Obviously, reaction time is like the toughest thing to kind of teach or even learn, more importantly. But right here, that's what you want to do. But I really do think you probably had an image of kind of aiming up here or shooting across, which is good. That's very good. But you have to take care of this fella here first. And then when you back out, just don't reload. You literally have 27 bullets still in the mag. I do the same thing. Just try not to reload because he ends up challenging and catches you off guard here. You opt to throw the grenade instead of shooting him. So you got pretty much 0 damage on this fella here, A. And now your other teammate's dead. So now you guys are down 2 while they are, I believe, 4 up here. So let's see what happens off spawn. Your teammate's here fighting A. You have 2 other teammates dead here now, and the enemy is 1 down. So you spawn up and instantly run for C. You actually catch camo in your line of sight. So again, right off spawn, just a quick little teaching moment. Always see where your teammates are. So you have a teammate on A. I would imagine, yeah, he's probably just trying to hold A. He might have even been the one to... No, he was not the one to get that kill. He's probably just chilling on A, trying to survive. The best play here might be to go help him. You guys are down in numbers, so a solo play really isn't the move, which is what you make. So we'll roll with it, see what happens. You are fortunate enough to see camo there. He literally bumps right into you. Very crazy with the reticle. I'm not sure if you are controller or keyboard and mouse. But regardless if your sense is too high or you're kind of too jumpy on the stick, just try to not go so heavy on the right stick. This little windmill here happens to the best of us, but you kind of lose your aim. You do end up finding it, but you also went for that grenade throw again. I don't hate it in that situation, but... And now spawning up or hanging out on C, they're spawning up. You're not. Teammates are spawning up on you. Hey, you opted for the grenade play. I do not know how you did not kill a teammate there. You are very fortunate. But you do get the stick, so good on you, I suppose. That's kind of a crazy stick. You're still holding C here. You're kind of just standing here like you have to cap it still. All right, you're moving off now. I like this. Hold the angle. Let them push you. One pushes in. You get that kill. Well, actually, your teammate gets the kill. You get the assist, which is fine, too. I like this. Slide right down. Start shooting across. This is great. Great damage. This dude doesn't even know where he's getting shot from. And you're holding the AC. This is fine. Quick to shoot across again. I like it. And I actually don't hate this push to B. It may seem like holding AC is good. The perfect hold on this map is really AB. You have the enemy on the back foot. They just had you guys on the back foot. So this is a very important time to push the pressure. So I don't hate this play. You definitely want to have the BR out there when you're fighting. Now, the jumping on B to cap it might not be the play. Yep, see how you were nervous that they're above you and stuff? It's because your teammates aren't really in position to look over at you. And now they're going to fight A. I think the play here would have been to kind of get up top B and kind of rat around because now you're in a 2v1 and you go down relatively quickly. And now your teammates have to panic and find a way that they can help you. Your teammates just got to trade there on A. So let's take this spawn up here. And then I'll speak on where I think you should go a little bit differently. Throw in the grenade. And then you're dead to... I assume he was up bat ledge or something here. One thing I really want to say is I enjoy the usage of the equipment, using your grenades, using your other weapons, the disruptor you were just using. Very important, but don't let it be detrimental to your gameplay here. So you spawn up here, and this enemy on B doesn't necessarily know you're going to chow B from this angle, right? You also don't know where he is. You don't necessarily want to put a grenade unless you know it's going to do damage and it starts a gunfight for you. So to just throw this grenade like this, even if you don't die here, it's a waste. You know, you use the grenade, now you have one less grenade in your pocket, so on and so forth. However, you did not know if he was there, and wherever he was here, he could have been up grapple as well. No matter where he was, this grenade here alerts him that you're coming. And I think I did just catch a glimpse of him on grapple, right? So when he sees that grenade, he goes, this kid's pushing out from needles. And so he sees you run by, he's going to put a couple shots and come down and melee you. I do believe he was up grapple. So use your grenades, yes, but be a little bit more choosy. Like you threw the one early on, so it kind of... You opted to throw the grenade and not shoot the person, which if you can get damage with that grenade, that's a great decision. But you want your grenades to not be detrimental, like taking away from your shooting or giving away your location. So that's my first big tip for you, is be a little bit more careful with your grenades. You have the first step, and that is using the equipment. Now just try to use it in ways that are a little bit smarter, I suppose. Like when you see that enemy, or you know an enemy's going to be there, throw it and then shoot. Don't stop shooting to throw the grenade or use it to finish the fight. They're good starts to fights and ends to fights. I don't really like stopping mid-gunfight to throw one unless it's like a melee trade and you're throwing the grenade to try to get the kill from the grave and such like that. So now spawning up here, you guys have nothing but your capping B. You see camos open, you grab it. I like it. Let's see what the camo play is here. You saw one, but you did not shoot. And he's going to be alerted right when you get there. Again, going for the grenades. That's fine because he still doesn't know what's going on. You probably could have had the back smack there, but regardless, if you hit the stick, it's the kind of tomato-tomato, so I'm not even upset with that play. Cap C and then go to help your teammate on A. I like that. The only issue I have here is challenging the same angle with your teammate here, because if somebody starts shooting, you're going to be given away with camo, or if they throw a grenade at your teammate, because the thought process here is they know he's here. He just took damage. Somebody on this enemy team knows he's here. So for you to chow this doorway with him, you're potentially going to waste your camo or give away your position pretty easily. You get through fine, so it's not a big deal. So moving on. You take the fight here. See, that was an okay grenade. I like that one. And an unfortunate loss in that gunfight there. Your teammate really didn't give you much help there. In this gunfight, though, awkward melee. I like the grenade. And then the aim, the reticle is just going all over the place. You can definitely kill this guy faster. Just try to be a little bit more careful with your reticle. Again, either the sense is too high, or you're using too much right stick aim, or your mouse is just too jumpy. Again, I'm not really sure what input you're on. But regardless, just something to clean up that right stick a little bit. And then here, just unfortunate. I don't think you knew there was another one there. Your teammate definitely, apparently still doesn't know there's another one there, just being very unaware. In lobbies like this, I will say, and it's like looking off spawn, I like how you looked at your teammates there. Be as aware as possible. You just saw that teammate there just completely walk away from you as you were getting backsmacked on A or beaten down on A. People are very unaware in these lobbies. So you're able to take advantage of that the more aware you can be. So again, off every single spawn, take in what is going on and think about where your teammates are and where the enemies are. Just simply doing that will make you so much more of a better player in these lobbies. And I promise you that. The moment you can anticipate when the enemies, where they're coming from and when they're going to be coming, it's going to make you in that situation earlier where you got surprised by that enemy running from control. It'll make you that much better being able to minimize those situations. So you see one's capping B. Fantastic gunfight. I like that a lot. And good work on sliding out like that, because you don't see many golds taking chows and sliding around the corner like that. So very happy with this. You could bring the reticle up a little bit earlier if you know he's going to be there. See how your reticle's like lagging behind here? If you hit this slide here and then snap your reticle up, you can make this look even cleaner. But again, you executed that perfectly. I like what I see. That'll come naturally the more you just play and the more comfortable you get in the ranked arena. I like it. Secure the power weapon. And you are kind of just beelining for C here. It looks like it's going to work. As you get to higher ranks, this play will most certainly not work because chances are there will be people holding it. You currently have two teammates dead here and one up on A, and you have the 2 favorable points. So personally, what I would do in this situation is hold. You don't always have to run. Here, you beeline straight for the 3rd point. Granted, they are capping A, but that's not always the good play, and just running through the middle of the map usually is not ideal because they're going to be ready to shoot you. But again, it works out. Just think about a little bit more about like getting all your teammates spawned up and then making a play and things like that. Because again, teamwork makes the dream work. It's a big team game. And good job in this gunfight so far. Again, this dude is very unaware. So, this gunfight here, I want to talk a little bit about your aim and your shooting. And just to talk about how much more you can benefit from that jumpy reticle. So, you're hitting BR burst, right? Reticle's off the enemy. You duck into cover, you reload. Few BR bursts, reticle's off the enemy. Off the enemy, you're putting bursts into walls, bursts into walls. You're shooting way more bursts than you should need to. So like I said, either lower sense, a little bit less right stick aim, and you can clean this up and kill these enemies so much faster. Because see how many bullets you're hitting? You're hitting so many bullets, and you're barely using the right stick. And that's really all there is to it. Left stick aim is a really big thing, or I guess it would be keyboard aim if you're keyboard and mouse. But all of this like jumpy, like moving the reticle around should be eliminated. You shouldn't have to like move your aim stick and have it snap really far off the target. Because again, holding your aim is a really big part of this game, and you could just kill those enemies a lot faster. So try to focus not being so jumpy on the reticle here. Right there was a better example of it. See how you use your strafe? You used your strafe to kind of line it up and keep your reticle over the enemy. And then you just went for the melee and got the trade, which is all good and fine there because he was playing for the melee. You see that a lot in the lower ranks. Here, we got a little jump cut there, spawning up red. Drop down on B, get the kill there. You guys have the triple cap for the most part. I like the chow for camo. I like that gunfight. Yep, get back to A, defend the points that you want. You actually met with one spawning up there. Teammates coming to help. Buy time. Fabulous. I like everything I saw there. Again, clean up that reticle. You actually kill that guy before your teammate comes. But right there, and this is a tip that every rank needs to work on. Every single rank. If you're in a gunfight like this, you don't have to die. You need to be able to look past the enemy. You see this teammate coming, and you have to have faith that he's coming to help you. So you do not have to die here. All you have to do is make sure not to die, and you don't. Teammate comes, helps, get the kill. Fantastic. That is teamwork in a nutshell right there. Your team's kind of all over the map. Oh my, the jump through the middle of the map. Try to eliminate that. I don't ever want to see any of you in the ranked arena making a play like this unless 4 are dead and you're moving to a different position. Do not be making plays like that. They will not work as you get to higher ranks here. Enemies grappling away. Again, you have a very good knack for just shooting everything. You're doing good with that. Look, you need to look around, find an enemy. If you don't see an enemy, snap to a different target. Snap, put in damage, whatever damage you can. And you're doing a good job with that. Good kill there. I definitely think you're in a lower lobby than you should be in currently, because you are definitely out-aiming these kids. Like, I bet you turn around and gun this kid. Yeah, good work. So, just from your gameplay here, I'm not going to go too crazy into how this game ends because, like I said, I definitely think you're a little bit better than the kids in this lobby, so it's a tougher judge of how you would play normally in, like, a closer game. So I will say, though, again, you're doing good just shooting all these enemies. Yep, reload your gun, use that grenade. Fantastic use of the grenade there. You use it to end the gunfight, not in the middle of the gunfight, which you were trying to get away from. So yeah, your reticle, definitely really jumpy. Focus on keeping that aim steady and very smooth. You watch the pros, and they're very slow and methodical. They'll snap to targets quickly, but once they snap to that target, very little right stick actually goes into holding their aim over that enemy until they get that kill, and then they use the right stick to snap to the next target. Clean that up. I promise you, you're gonna notice much higher accuracy. Kills are gonna come a lot faster, and you'll have a lot. Oh my God, that was a late back smack. And you'll have a much easier time tracking your enemies, and just everything's gonna come a lot easier. Second most important thing is your awareness. Again, in these lobbies, and even you'll find in the platinum ranks, players can be very unaware. Not necessarily they don't know what's going on, but they focus on one thing too heavily, like I mentioned early on in the game. The sooner you can take information faster, realize what's going on, and kind of just make it a sixth sense to know where you need to go, how you need to help your team, and more importantly, like I said, where the enemies are, these games are going to come so much easier for you. So much easier. And you are going to look like an absolute stud in these lobbies. And you're going to rank up really, really fast, if you ask me. And then finally, just be a little bit better with the equipment. Again, you have the first step, and that's using the equipment. Just don't let it be detrimental to you. Like right here, I just noticed how you were using the needler. You're kind of just, you get the kill there. But then on this next fella here, I believe you kind of just start spraying it everywhere, and that is not the best way to use the needler. If they're ducking into cover and stuff, like spraying it, this is not the answer. Switch to the BR and just get that kill. I like it. And then again, with the grenades, the things like that, use them to start a gunfight, use them to end a gunfight, use them to chuck and clean up a one-shot from your teammate. That's great, but don't let it pull your aim off of the enemy like you did right at the beginning. Don't have it be like, okay, I need to throw a grenade, or okay, I need to use my grenades. Just remember that they're there and use them in the situations as needed. Don't have it be like, I need to throw this grenade, so no matter what, I'm going to throw this grenade. Sometimes you need the grenade. Sometimes you need to save those grenades. It's very much trial and error on when to do what, but just don't have it be like, it's plan A and only plan A. Sometimes there's plan B, C, and so on and so forth. But it's looking like you guys are going to dominate them this game. It looks like the gameplay is actually cut a little bit short. He did mention in the description that he was having some trouble with getting it from Xbox. But I give you credit. You got the gameplay here. I really don't hate what I see. You definitely have the fundamentals down. Just, again, clean up those very basic things like I pointed out. And I think you'll notice that you're going to climb the ranks really, really fast, or in the very least improve in your lobbies relatively quickly. So yeah, those are my main tips. I recommend everybody to go in the comments section. Be nice. Be nice, but give your best tips or things you saw that maybe I glanced over, didn't talk about enough, or maybe missed entirely in the gameplay, so that High Memes can get help from you guys down in the comment section as well. But outside that, guys, subscribe, leave a like, channel memberships down below, all that good stuff. If you guys would like gameplay reviewed, we have a VOD submissions channel in the Discord, which you can find the link to in the description. It's completely free. I don't charge. I just kind of like looking at your guys' gameplay and giving you guys some tips, because I'm not the best player. I'm trying to get better, and helping you guys get better in the process is just part of my grind, and it's a good time. So if you'd like your VOD submitted, that's how you can do it. I can't promise when I'll get to it, but I'm trying to get to everybody's one at a time as I have time to record a video. So yeah, that's enough talking, guys. High Memes, I hope this helped you out. It's not super in-depth, but I say this all the time. At the lower ranks, to take that next step to improve, it is very simple things that you can apply right away, as opposed to when you get to the higher ranks, where it comes to shooting 60% and I have to be here at this time and I have to play with my team at this time, and it's much more technical nuances to get better at the game. But alrighty, guys, that does it. Long video. I'm sorry. Thank you for all the support. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next video.